SSH config, same host but different keys and usernames. I've set up 2 GitHub accounts, but I can't get SSH keys to work correctly. I've tried various configs. Git push. Works for username 1. Git push at username 2's repo. I've also tried git push with both identity file and user settings under same host. The output is the same as with the last config. I think Git automatically searches for host github.com because the remote is such. It is said that host can be anything you want, this URL. Is there any way to change what host from SSH config should specific repo use? It would be ideal if I could solve this just from /.ssh/config.
Yes, only the section headers, the host or match lines, are searched for. Everything else is only applied as a setting. In other words, if you connect to foo@bar.com, OpenSH will only look for a section titled hostbar.com. So if you have host GitHub_username 2, you must use this exact same hostname in your Git remotes as well. OpenSH will not find this section if you use git at github.com. However, that is not what causes authentication failures. When connecting to GitHub via SSH, you must use Git as your username. The server will recognize you based on the key alone. In other words, the git add in git at github.com is actually the SSH username that GitHub uses, not some kind of URI scheme. So a correct SSH configuration would be: with this Git configuration, it doesn't matter where you specify the SSH username, you can have git at in the URL, or you can have user git in SSH/config, or both. Alternative Git configuration to automatically switch accounts depending on repo path. Create a file /.config/git/config.user1 containing. Create a config.user2 file that's the same except with GitHub_username 2. Ooh. In your main /.config/git/config file, tell Git to include one of the 2 files depending on which directory you're at. Now, whenever you're at /src/work/ cloning anything from git at github.com column, etc., will automatically rewrite the URL to GitHub_username 2 column, etc.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.